Hi, Manny Talavera here. What I want to do for a few minutes is just take you through a process that will help you, whether you're wanting to create packaged products, whether you're wanting to sell coaching, whether you're wanting to sell a digitally delivered course through some other medium. What I'm going to do is take you through a process that hopefully will actually help you to get really clear, and it will help you to avoid a lot of resistance that we're going to talk about. So what I want to do is I just want to walk you through a process. Now this is the thing. Before I get into this, I want you all to understand. This is a process I've created. I think it covers most of the ground. My advice to you, if you don't want to use this process, create your own. Create a process, but what you want to do is make sure that you have a sequence of things that you're going to do. Because when you are clear about your target, when you're clear about the steps you need to take, that clarity creates confidence, and it helps you to actually get to the top of this thing and get past resistance and on the other side where you can make an awful lot of money. So we're going to actually walk you through this. Now the first thing that you need to come up with is your idea. Now your idea is very simple. It's something of massive transformational value. It's a problem that you solve in the marketplace for a group of people. That's what you want to think about here. Your idea has to solve a problem in the marketplace for a group of people, and it has to be of high transformational value, because what you're wanting is something that you can sell where people can give you a lot of money for it. And we're going to talk about why you want to sell something at the higher end of the market rather than the low end when we start talking about Facebook ads and things. But what we're talking about right now is coming up with your content. This is the number one thing. First, we come up with the idea, and we turn that idea into content. And we're going to talk about two things here while we're talking about our idea. We're going to talk about the who, and we're going to talk about the how. The who is, what group of people are you serving here? What group of people are you creating massive transformational value for, who would give you the money to solve a problem in their marketplace? Once you came up with your idea, once you've developed content, you want to answer the who. Who are we doing this for? And the next question is how. How are we doing this? Now I want to ask you a question. How are you going to deliver your product? Are you going to create a packaged product and sell something like this? Are you going to create a coaching program? Are you going to create an online course that you deliver? What you want to think about here is, how are you going to deliver your content to the marketplace? So step one, come up with your idea. Make sure it has massive transformational value. Turn your idea into content. And by content, create the traffic source or the way you're going to deliver that content, and decide exactly who you're going to deliver it to. Now the next thing that you're going to do, once you have done that, we're going to actually start getting some traffic. We've got this thing we're selling. We had this group of people we want to sell it to. Now we have to get these people to opt in. We need to build a list of those people so that we can start adding value to those people and ultimately sell them what we have created. When you're thinking about opt-ins, you want to look at three different things. You got GetResponse, Aweber, and MailChimp. Most people burn a lot of energy here, and my advice to you is pick one of these and just go with it. The main thing that you want is, you want to take that idea and you want to actually start getting some traffic so that you can actually start engaging with the who, the people who would buy this idea from you. So the next thing we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to get these people to opt in. And like I said, GetResponse, Aweber, and MailChimp. Once we have set that up, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start running some Facebook ads. Now these Facebook ads are going to be a way for us to drive people into this opt-in. And when you're thinking about Facebook ads, what you want to think about is lead pages and a lead magnet. A lead magnet is simply something that you're going to give to the marketplace to get them to opt in. And a lot of people are using lead magnets for this. Lead pages. So you're going to create a lead magnet, you're going to start using lead pages, and I can tell you, Facebook ads are based on three things. They're based on the image, they're based on the text, and they're based on the target. And we're going to talk about these for a second. There are three things that go into your ad: image, text, and target. The image is the picture that people see when they see your ad. The text is the text that people see when they see your ad. And the target is the group of people that you're targeting in Facebook. Now, what I see a lot of people do is this. They will create a Facebook ad, and they will run the ad for anywhere from 5 minutes to 2 days, and they won't get the result they want, and they will change all three of these things. They will just scrap the whole ad and start over. Let me explain something to you. That is not how you create a successful Facebook ad. You create a successful Facebook ad by constantly testing your image, testing your text, and testing your target. Everything that you're going to do is all about testing. And the way you test is you change one of those things, and you run that ad for a while. And then maybe you'll test image for a while. You'll change your image. Then later on, you'll come in and you'll change your text. And then later on, you will actually change your target. And you can do this in ad sets. You can have several ads running at once. What you do not want to do, though, and what a lot of people do, is they scrap the whole thing and they start over. And what you want to think about here is, we've got this idea, we've got this ad run, and if we're not getting the result we want, what we want to do is change one of these three things. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about that a little bit more later on. Now, what you want to do after you've actually ran your Facebook ads, you're going to have something's going to happen. Once people start opting in, you need to communicate with those people, and you're going to do that by sending 3 emails or 3 videos. What we're doing here is we're delivering value to the group of people who have opted in. We're delivering them some results in advance. And we're delivering results in advance by either email or video. And you're going to send them 3 emails or 3 videos. And what we're going to do is this. This is where people are, and this here's where people want to be. They're on this line. And what we're going to do is we're going to give them 3 ideas that are going to help them to move a little bit. What you need to understand is that everyone in your marketplace is stuck. They've got a place they're at. They've got a place they want to be. If you can start helping that person move along that line just a little bit, what will happen as you deliver results in advance, these people will be interested in buying from you. So 3 emails, 3 videos, you're going to deliver some results in advance. What you want to think about here is opt-in value offer. At every point we're going to be delivering value. We created our opt-in. We're giving them a lead magnet. We're giving them value. They opt in. We deliver 3 emails or 3 videos. We deliver more value. Now what we're going to do is we're going to send these people to a webinar. And in the webinar, we're going to deliver a lot of value over an hour to an hour and a half. And when you're looking at webinars, there are a couple of options. You got Google Hangouts, Webinar Gym, Easy Webinar, and GoToWebinar. You got 4 choices there. Most people, again, burn a lot of time and are not sure which one to go with. So my advice, again, pick one of these, run yourself a webinar, deliver massive value, and at the end of that webinar, you're going to make an offer. So I'm going to walk you through the sequence. We start out with an idea. We get people to opt in. We run Facebook ads. We deliver value by email and video. We have a webinar, and at the end of that webinar, we make an offer. And our offer is going to be sign up for a strategy session, or here's my lead page. You send them to a lead page where they can buy immediately. So at the webinar, you've got a couple of options. You can have them go to a lead page and actually buy. You can actually have them sign up for a strategy session, and you can sell on the strategy session. So again, we have like 5 or 6 things we've got to do here. Now I'm going to give you some good news, and I'm going to give you some bad news about all of this. The bad news is that all of this is very, very difficult. I can tell you, there is nothing easy about any of this except maybe setting up your opt-in. But delivering value, creating Facebook ads, sending emails, running a webinar, all of these things have their own components, and a lot of people get frustrated. And what happens is somewhere along this line, people quit because they get frustrated or they stop. Now, a lot of problems happen because people want to skip steps. I can tell you, people go right from getting someone to opt in to making an offer, and they haven't created any content. They don't know how to deliver the value yet. You need to know in your heart the idea that you have can help a person get from where they're at to where they want to be. You got to know that if someone called you tomorrow morning and got you on the phone, you would be able to help them with this problem without a doubt. Now, if you have a fear that you can't help everyone, that's not a problem, because your job isn't to help everyone. Your job is to help the people who you have actually created the solution for. Like, I have strategy sessions that are 3 hours long. There's no question that anyone in my niche that gets me on the phone, I'm going to be able to help them. And when you build your business on this solid foundation, by the time you're ready to make an offer, you know that you can help people. Now, like I said, I told you I was going to give you some good news and the bad news. And the bad news, again, is that a lot of this is very, very difficult. And people get stuck and people stop, and people are all over the board on this, and they're stuck at different spots. The good news, though, is a lot of people do quit, and a lot of people do get stuck. See, this is the thing. If this was all easy, everyone would get to this line, they would pass the resistance and get on this side where all of the money is. The reason there is so much money on this side of the board is because there are very, very, very few people who make it to this side because they get stuck somewhere in this minutia. They don't know which webinar to use. They don't know which opt-in to set up. They don't know how to create 3 videos. They don't know how to turn the idea they have into content that they can sell to people. And I help people with each of these things. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, I could create a video on each of these and probably spend 30 minutes on each of them just kind of walking you through them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually talk to you all about the money just for a second, because a lot of people get stuck on Susan's getting leads at $1.50 and I'm getting leads at $2. Why am I spending $2 per lead and Susan's spending $1.50? And how do I get my leads down to $1.50? Now, this is two things. The first thing it is it's bad math, right? The second thing is it's focusing on the wrong thing. There are 3 things that go into this equation: cost per lead, which is lead generation; cost per sale, which is cost per conversion; and average ticket. Now, if your average ticket is just $500, right? Your average ticket is $500. You're spending $5 per lead. So you spend $500 and get 100 leads. You get 100 leads and 5% of those people buy from you. So you get 100 leads, you get 5 sales. So 5 sales cost you spent $500, you got 5 sales, so those sales cost you $100 each. So in total, it costs you $500 or $100 per sale, but your average transaction is $500, and you got 5 of those. 5 times 500 is $2,500. So let's think about this. You spent $500, you made $2,500. You take the $500 out of that, and essentially what you're looking at is your return on investment on $500 is basically $2,000 in net. And if you could do this and you could create this, I want you to think about something. Why would you be worried about your cost per lead? If every time you get a sale, a $100 sale, you're making $500. You know what I would focus on? I would focus on my conversion rate. Instead of focusing on trying to get that average ticket down, or excuse me, instead of focusing on how to get the lead cost down, I would try and focus on how to get the conversions up. Because your money is made at the conversion. Your money is not made by saving money up here. It's made by selling more people down here, especially when your average ticket is $500. So I'm going to walk you through this one more time. You come up with an idea and you turn your idea into content. You think about the who and the how. You create an opt-in by using Aweber, GetResponse, or MailChimp. You run Facebook ads. You use lead pages. You create yourself a lead magnet and focus on the image, the text, and the target. Keep changing one of those at a time until you have a winner. Once people have opted in, you deliver email, you deliver results in advance, you deliver value through email or video. You help people to move on this line a little bit. Remember, opt-in, value, offer. Once you've delivered the value, you drive them to a webinar, and you can use GoToWebinar, Webinar Jam, Easy Webinar, or Google Hangouts. And after that, you're going to make an offer at your webinar, and you got two ways you can do that. You can actually use lead pages and send them to an offer, or you can actually have people sign up for a strategy session. My advice to you is build a system that looks like this. Build something that's customized for you that can help you get really, really clear. Because if you get clear about all of this, you have all the confidence in the world. You don't have any fear. You're not worried about whether you can deliver value or not, because you know that you can do it. So my advice to you, like I said, get out there, start making offers to people. Most people never make any money because they never make any offers. And if you can actually create something like this, I can tell you, you'll do very well. But I really hope you appreciate the video. I hope you liked the video, and thanks a lot.